just gonna spit on this one. Yo. Hey.
All right, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jarice back at it with another episode of
Real talk.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Extracts a heavy toll.
because it looks like they finally got Joe Rogan. All right, I know what you're thinking. How exactly did they cancel the uncancelable Joe Rogan? Well, Yahoo Sports reports Joe Rogan won't be on UFC 271 broadcast due to scheduling conflict. And then if you look right behind it, Jake Paul defends Rogan following UFC 271 withdrawal. But let's look at the story from Yahoo Sports from 6 hours ago, because I want to see how the mainstream is reporting it. And Yahoo is definitely mainstream. So let's see here. It says, reports Joe Rogan won't be on UFC 271 broadcast due to scheduling conflict. The television broadcast of UFC 271 on Saturday night won't include Joe Rogan. According to multiple reports, the controversial personality and podcast host won't handle his normal duties for the MMA broadcast. The New York Post cited a UFC official who said that Rogan had a scheduling conflict preventing him from being on the podcast. All right, how many of y'all believe that bullshit? How many of y'all believe the bullshit? Like, I just want to know. Comment down below if you actually believe this is a scheduling conflict. Until Joe Rogan comes out on his Instagram or his Twitter and says, I don't know, somebody in my family was hospitalized due to COVID, or I don't know, something among that nature, I don't believe this. Oh, man. It says former middleweight champion Michael Bisping will replace Rogan on the ESPN and pay-per-view broadcast. Says the scheduling conflict comes as Rogan has been mixed in controversy in recent weeks as his Spotify podcast have been a source of COVID-19 misinformation.
Of course!
Oh, God. And over 100 episodes were pulled from the streaming service because of Rogan's use of the N-word on some episodes. Misinformation and other controversial topics. So you're going to mention misinformation twice? Or was it medical misinformation and misinformation on other things such as politics that the left doesn't like? Probably, probably the latter, but we won't talk about that. Says Spotify has said that it will add disclaimers to some episodes that are still on the service. Multiple signers and musical artists have removed their songs from Spotify in protest of Rogan's exclusive contract. Yeah, and to all these artists who think they actually matter in the grand scheme of things, which is mainly like a bunch of weird liberal, old, out-of-touch white artists, I guess India.Arie, I think, I don't remember. I know it was that Neil Young guy. It's like, dude, you're irrelevant. Nobody gives a fuck about you anymore. He actually thinks him taking his songs off Spotify is gonna make a difference. Like, bro, you're crazy.
Stop it. Get some help.
It says Rogan issued an apology video last week for previous things he had said, and said his use of racial slurs was shameful and regretful, but also said on a podcast episode this week that the controversy surrounding the contents of his popular podcast is a political hit job. Good job, Joe. Good job. Like, glad you're realizing the truth now. These people hate you. They want you to fail because you speak against the narrative. But if you were sucking Joe Biden's dick all day and worshiping the vaccine at the freaking throne and preaching vaccine mandates and mask mandates, oh, trust me, you'd be fine. This would have never even surfaced. I'm willing to bet. Says YouTube personality turned boxer Jake Paul accused Rogan of being pulled from Saturday's broadcast and said that UFC president Dana White should have been the one removed instead. Paul and White do not get along. Paul has demanded significant reforms to the UFC amid a promise to retire from boxing and participate in a one-time UFC fight if those demands are met. And Rogan has been a part of UFC broadcasts for 25 years. Damn, that's almost as long as I've been alive. He got to start in early February 1997. Sheesh. Oh my God. At UFC 12, conducting post-fight interviews, he then moved into a commentary role for the UFC in 2002 and started his podcast in 2009. Well then, ladies and gents. It looks like they finally got my boy Joe Rogan. Initially, when I read this, I was like, what? What the fuck? But after a while, I kind of realized, I was like, oh, wait, hold on. This is the only thing they have left, because they're not going to shut down his podcast. They can't take him off social media. It's like, where else can you hit Joe Rogan? Like, the two things he's known for really nowadays is his podcast and his UFC commentary. So you couldn't get the podcast shut down for all the medical misinformation and the racial slurs and the misinformation. So what else you got? Oh, wait a minute. He does that thing with the guys who fight in the cage in the octagon, or what does it call it? Ultimate Fight Club? Like, what? Oh my God, dude. It's sad. It's sad that the world has come to this, but oh my God, I don't know, man. Joe Rogan, I wish you the best, man. I'm sorry that you have to go through this just because you happen to have something going on upstairs and your IQ is above room temperature, man. I'm sorry, bro. But with that, y'all, that's all for this video. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe down below if I made a little bit of sense, if I made a lot of sense, if I made too much sense. But with that, don't forget to check out the channel. List of popular videos on the main channel. Go check them out, comment, have fun. And it's been your boy Jarice back with another episode of Real Talk. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out.
Whoa, dude. This fucking nerdy man needs to stop with all these hard bangers, bro. People that change the world are frightening.